more motivation to study English, this lesson is for you because I want to show you 3 habits that will help you feel more motivated to study English. If you don't know me very well, hi, I'm Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. If you don't know me, make sure to subscribe to the channel. There's always a new lesson, a different kind of English lesson to help you on your journey to fluency. And for a moment, I was there, that will help you, that will make you more motivated. Is it correct? I thought I had written something else on my slide, and that was bothering me for a moment. I was thinking, is that correct? Yes, it is. Now, guys, motivation. Oftentimes I come here on my channel with a lot of strategies to help students from all over the world improve their English fluency and be able to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. So I getcha, okay? And today I'm going to share some strategies, 3 habits you need to implement that are not connected to studying. Okay, I love talking about that, but I wanted to tackle a different subject that will help you feel more motivated to study English and to live your life, okay? Because guys, at an intermediate level, and honestly, at any level, I am talking to intermediate people here on my channel, but honestly, at any level, okay, if you're watching this video, it means you can understand me or most of what I say. And as you see this picture here, look at the glasses, okay? We have over there, this is not motivation. All the glasses full, all the time. This is bonkers. This doesn't happen. This doesn't exist. That's not motivation, okay? Every day feeling motivated, every day feeling the same energy. No, that is not true. The other picture, that is motivation. On some days you feel more motivated, on other days you feel a little low on motivation, and then on other days you're back up. That's life, okay? You will not feel equally motivated every single day. And for the rest of your journey, that's not what feeling motivated means. And after watching this video and taking note of the 3 habits that I'm going to recommend that you implement, things will change. But not like this. Okay, so from now on, after following Teacher Prix's recommendations, I will feel motivated every day to study English. No, I wish I could give you that answer. But unfortunately, life is always changing. There are always unexpected things that happen. So it wouldn't be fair to me to tell you that. There will be days when you're going to feel a little short on motivation, okay? Now, guys, that being said, habit number 1, make your brain a solution seeker. Ask better questions. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm all for giving strategies to help you study English, to help you speak English more efficiently and improve the way you study. But at this point, if you're looking for motivation, if you want to feel more motivated, we need to tackle other areas of your life. And it's important that you improve your relationship with your brain. Because you have a Ferrari right here, okay? Or maybe you're a Porsche kind of person. I prefer Porsche, okay? Yeah, that's my favorite kind of car, sports car. You have a huge thing here, okay? So whenever you feel yourself, whenever you feel unmotivated, whenever you feel that things are not going well for you, and you feel that your level of energy is going down, it is important to use your brain more wisely and ask better questions. You need to turn your brain into a solution seeker. And what happens when we are not feeling motivated? We do the opposite with our brain, okay? When feeling down, what do we usually do? We start the negative self-talk, okay? We begin to feel very negative, and we don't feel motivated to do things. We complain more. We keep saying, oh my God, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling happy. I don't feel motivated. What is going on? And this is not healthy, because if you focus on the problem, your brain will stay in the problem. And what I want for you right now is to find a solution. And you may not have all the answers, okay? But when you teach your brain to ask better questions, things start to change internally and externally. When you start to become a solution seeker, you may not have all the answers. Okay, so how am I going to feel motivated today? But asking a better question instead of going down the negative cycle of statements. Oh, I don't feel good. Things never work. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to study anymore. Nothing works for me. This is not going to help you get out of that state. And this is what I mean by turning your brain into a solution seeker. And how do you do that, okay? Whenever you find yourself unmotivated, we need to go deep into what is probably causing that lack of motivation, because something is happening. And in many situations, guys, especially as an adult, I imagine you are an adult watching this video. In many cases, it is not because of the English language per se, but everything around you that is happening and that you feel like you're losing control and you don't know how to manage. So what is a way to make your brain become a solution seeker? In NLP, we studied that we need to ask questions to the brain all the time, but not yes or no, okay? Because this doesn't help. And typically, why? Not the best question either. Because if you ask why, your brain is going to give you a reason, not a solution. And maybe you want to know the reason, but if you want to get out of the lack of motivation state, you need to find ideas to improve, not necessarily the reason why you're feeling unmotivated. So in NLP, we always learn to ask questions with WH. What, where, how, when, okay? Who? These will make your brain expand and find solutions where you have no idea that you had that information in your brain. So what is making me lose motivation? What exactly is making me lose motivation? And you will not get the answer right away. The answer may come to you. Maybe after a couple of hours, you're having coffee and then bang, the answer comes. Because your brain will be working in the background, trying to find the answers for those questions. Maybe someone will talk to you at work, and that thing the person said will help you. Oh, that's why I'm not feeling motivated. I know now. I know what's going on with me. Another, how do I feel about it? Name the feelings. You need to know what the feeling is. Oh, it's lack of motivation. That's it. I'm unmotivated. That's the feeling. No. How do I feel about this situation? What are the feelings I am feeling? Am I feeling angry? Am I feeling frustrated? What is the feeling and how can I change this emotion? What can I do to change this emotion? These are better questions. You turn your brain into Sherlock Holmes. You're investigating so that you can get better. Because if you only find reasons, oh, why am I sad? Okay, you will have a reason. But after you get your reason, what can I do? What is in my control? Because we cannot control everything, okay? What is in my control? What can I do that I have control of to make me feel a little better? What can I do to get out of this situation? Who can I talk to about? Okay, who can I talk to about this problem, about my lack of motivation? Or maybe I am dissatisfied with my life. Who can I talk to about that? Who can I follow for guidance? Is there someone I can follow that could help me feel a little bit more motivated? So these are better questions. And you can ask those questions, and as I said, you will not have the answers right away. The answers will come gradually, out of nowhere, because you're giving a command to your brain. Hey, think about that. I have to go back to work, but think about this, because we need to find a solution. This is typically what I do when I am feeling angry or upset, when something's not working. I ask better questions, and the answers start to come, okay? You have to trust the process, though. What one small action I can take today to break this state, okay? Guys, emotions come out of motion. When you're feeling unmotivated, there's a very good chance you need to move, okay? You need to change the way you move around, the way you do things. That's a very important point. Moving on. Habit number 2, find joy. Such a simple word, but so complex to describe. Because what is joy? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What is joy? It's a difficult word to describe, because I could say, well, it's the state of feeling happiness, and excited about things, and lack of motivation. If you're watching this video right now and you feel lack of motivation, it could be a sign that you're lacking joy. Okay? And if you don't like the word joy, it could be happiness. Okay? You're lacking happiness. Now, let's take a break here. Let's take a step back. Happiness and joy, we don't feel them all the time. Okay? And achieving a goal doesn't immediately bring you joy or happiness. It can be temporary, but it doesn't bring all the effect you're waiting for. But when we're not motivated, when we're feeling down, when we're feeling like I don't want to study anymore, things are not working out, am I lacking joy in my life? See, I told you at the beginning, it's not necessarily about English, because sometimes it's not just about changing the way you study, but looking around. What's your life like? Okay? When was the last time you felt pure joy? Just happy, Nowadays, we live in a society that is so fast. Everything is so fast. People are demanding more and more and more from us. More at work, more in social gatherings. There's so much demand. Oh, you have to know more. You have to do more. You have to be faster. You have to be better. Whew. We ignore the signs our body is giving us, because your body is constantly telling you, hey, things are not going. Things are not working. So we need to slow down. So how do you do that? I will give you a simple example. Last Sunday, I went to a park nearby. And I took my lunch, there. I wanted to eat there. It's very near to my house. So I sat there. I had my lunch. Then I lay down on a bench. And I just started to look up to the sky, and I saw the trees and birds and butterflies and spiders, the trees and stuff. And I stayed there for almost half an hour. It was like 28 minutes, because I put on a little song, very soft song, classical music, very low. And I just looked up and I admired the trees, the sky, the birds, the butterflies. And I hadn't done that in a really long time. I really slowed down. I felt really connected. I felt calm. Now, at that time, I remember that I wasn't thinking a lot. My thoughts, they really began to slow down. I'm not saying that you have to go to a park now and hug a tree, okay? That's not what I mean. You need to find what brings you true, genuine joy. And I am not talking about cheap dopamine. And this is the confusion nowadays. I'm pretty sure that every day you have a good laugh. This video is so funny. Oh my God. Oh, this panda is so cute. I love this panda. But this is cheap dopamine. Okay? This is not the real joy that I am talking about. And real joy comes from simple actions. But be careful about the constant dopamine stimulation, because the more stimulus you get from cheap dopamine, the harder it'll be for you to connect with simple things. When was the last time you went for a walk without your phone? When was the last time you had a good laugh that was not related to funny videos on TikTok or Reels or YouTube Shorts? When was the last time that you had a good laugh? Maybe talking to someone and, just having a good laugh. Or did you need the stimulation from the TikTok, from the Reels, from the YouTube Shorts? So lack of motivation sometimes comes because we are not connected with the simpler things. And again, I'm not saying you have to eliminate technology and hug a tree and become a hippie. No, okay? I love technology. I use technology. Thanks to technology, I am here. But if you're lacking motivation, there's a good chance you're living on autopilot. and you're not finding meaning to the things you do. So it's important to circle back. Okay, how can I find meaning to the things I do? How can I find a little more joy during the day so that I can appreciate my life and feel that boost of energy again so that I can get back on track with my English, with my study routine? That's important, okay? So what brings you joy? How often do you get to do it? Ask yourself, remember habit number 1, ask better questions. How often do you get to do the things that bring you joy? Maybe it brings you joy to walk on the beach. When was the last time you did that? Okay? Are you finding moments to have joy, or are you constantly worried and obsessing over the next goal, achieving things, and that amount of pressure will make you lose motivation to study English? And not just English, guys, anything, many other things, okay? When you reach more balance in other aspects of your life, it gets easier to study English. It gets easier to feel motivated to, okay, I'm gonna do this. All right, yeah, I can do this. Let's go, I can. So you need to find that balance. And before I move on to habit number 3, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If possible, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Share this lesson with a friend, why not? But let's go to habit number 3, which is a good one. Oh man, celebrate your achievements, even if it's small, okay? And here we have Mr. Beans. It's Mr. Bean or Mr. Beans? Let me see. I forgot it for a second. Mr. Bean. No, it's Mr. Bean. Okay, Mr. Bean. Huh. Look at Mr. Bean. He's waiting. He's waiting. He's waiting. He's really tired of waiting. He was so tired he had to lie down. Okay? If you wait for perfection to come, you're gonna be like Mr. Bean, waiting and waiting and waiting. And while you wait, you will lose motivation because you will be studying and you want perfection. You want to be great. And when I say perfection, guys, what do I mean? I know there's a definition to perfection, but sometimes we have an unrealistic requirement, an unrealistic goal. And when that doesn't happen, we feel frustrated and consequently we lose motivation. And what is lacking here? Acknowledgement, recognizing the little things you do connected to English that make you better, even if it's just a little. You're a little better today than yesterday. And this is a very important mindset. If you only get to feel happy about your English when you no longer make mistakes, when you know really advanced vocabulary, and you feel absolute certainty you can speak, you will be disappointed because there's too much pressure. Oh, I know I'm really advanced now. Oh, I feel absolute certainty. Ha, that is too much. And then what happens? You will be just like Mr. Bean, waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's not going to come. Because when you get a little better, your demands will grow. I know this because I help people get better. And then they get a little better, and you know what's their next thing? Yeah, but I want to be even better. I'm not happy. I know I've helped thousands of people. And the first thing that they do when they get a little better is, yeah, but that's not enough. I still need to learn more phrasal verbs. Yeah, but sometimes I don't understand native speakers and that makes me a little uncomfortable, so I need more. Guys, we're never satisfied. And it's okay to never be satisfied. But the mindset, I can do more, I can be better, I am proud of where I am. This is where we get it wrong. And then we become Mr. Bean, waiting for things to happen. So how do you do that? Even though there's a lot of noise right now, you will celebrate the moments when you remember a word you had forgotten. Or when you're able to answer a question in English. Celebrate. Oh, I was able to answer that question. Fantastic. Or when you finally understand a lesson in English. Awesome, I did it. Don't wait for external validation. That's very important. You have to validate yourself. Recognize your effort to learn English. That's very important, guys. You should always find ways to validate your effort. I'm doing the work. Oh, I learned this expression. Nice going, Priscilla. I did it. So these little things that you celebrate, you see a word on a movie, oh, I know that word. I'm learning. I'm getting better. That's awesome. That's how you boost your confidence level and your motivation. But if you wait for the big wins, nothing is going to happen. And you're going to feel frustrated because you're going to keep on waiting for the world to change, waiting for perfection to come. And when it doesn't, you feel a little empty and motivation starts to wear off. Okay, guys? I hope you enjoyed this video. If possible, share this with someone who needs to feel a little bit more motivated. These 3 habits will definitely help you if you do the work. Bye!